Could you just introduce yourself again, David?
David Manougian.
For the movie?
The Big Lonely.
Okay, so David, tell us what is The Big Lonely about?
Big Lonely is a documentary film about a man by the name of Michael Nelms who, through a series of unfortunate incidences, found himself homeless. And instead of going and living under a bridge, he decided to move out in the middle of the Oregon wilderness and has lived kind of secretly on government land in a hand-built cabin, and has been there actually longer than he's been anywhere in his life. He's lived there for 9 years. And so it's really a story about not only survival, homelessness, but just really dealing with an inner struggle of a life that's not turned out the way he had anticipated a life turning out.
Were there any challenges, since you have to take a whole camera crew out there along with him?
Well, that's an interesting question. I actually decided not to. I was very conscious about not wanting to disturb his routine, and really couldn't even disturb the wildlife patterns because that's what he depends on to eat. So we actually taught Michael how to use the cameras, and he shot all the footage for the film. And we picked up the cameras 9 months later and looked through 275 hours of footage, and it's astonishing what he captures and just the realness. I mean, you feel, when he's cold, you feel like you're cold. When he's starving, you feel hungry. It just really pulls you into his world.
And how did you find him in the first place?
My brother-in-law is a hunter, and he was out in the middle of the Oregon wilderness, and he just stumbled into this homemade 10 by 10 cabin and met Michael, and Michael told him that he was working a mining claim, and he got to know him, and about every time he'd go out there hunting, he'd go visit him, and finally after a couple of years he confessed that he wasn't working a mining claim, that he was a homeless man who built this cabin on government land and is living there kind of in secrecy.
Well, congratulations for entering the Dances with Films, but other people do want to talk to you before us press people become homeless too.
Thank you very much.
Hey,
appreciate it. You bet.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.